it's Heather from Strings and Threads. Welcome and thank you so much for being here. I feel like I'm just kind of getting way back into the swing of things here for this Wearable Wednesday. I'm back from my vacation. It was awesome, amazing. I did a little blurb about it. I had a video about it a few days ago. If you wanted to see that, I talked a little bit more in detail about it. But just a few random things that I didn't share. I bought this really nice necklace. I'm excited to wear it. And I got a couple of dragon shirts. This is one of them. I'm gonna bring you down to show you. A dragon on top of books. And it says, I'll raid the village after this chapter. I haven't, as of lately, been that big of a reader, just because I've been choosing to spend what little free time that I get in other ways. But I do enjoy reading a lot. And, you know, one day when I retire, I hope to continue doing this and then be able to read as well. Or maybe that could happen after the boys graduate from high school. I have about 4 more years until they're both graduated. So anyway, welcome to this Wearable Wednesday. I'm so excited because others have seen what I'm doing and they want to join in as well because they also want to get better at making wearables. So joining with me, I'll have them listed in my description, are Jess from J Hook Magic, and she's making a top-down shirt that is like size inclusive, perfect size. If you can get down the math equation, it will be a perfect fit for you every time. This is what I'm going to make as my next project. I want to finish the one I'm working on now and then move on to that one. But this is a technique that Crystal from Hook That Yarn came up with. And so I'll link her down below as well as the video where she explains the whole thing. It's actually in a live that she explains it. But she has PDF printouts that you can use and figure out all the math with it. The math part I'm not looking forward to, but how beautiful the shirt turns out and how it fits you perfectly, I am really looking forward to that. And then also Teresa from Critters Crochet, she said, I want to get better at making wearables too. So she decided to join in. So check her out to see what she's working on. I know she did a 80s style sweater. And so go check her out and she'll explain what all she's working on. We're not always going to be working on the same projects. I don't know that we would ever be working on the same projects at the same time, although we have seen what the other person has done and liked it and then tried it after they did. So there might be a little bit of that going on, but it's kind of nice to see different projects and to see what works and what doesn't work and go from there. So I was trying to venture out a little bit with this project, and I'm sorry, I just looked over. Someone had told me that I wasn't looking at you guys enough. So I don't look at myself anymore. I look in the spot that makes it look like I'm looking directly at you. And I just realized that probably my perspective was a little bit off from when I showed you my shirt, and maybe you were just seeing from my mouth or my nose up. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't know that I'm going to have time to refilm this. So you'll have to live with that for that other part. I decided to venture into the world of knitting for the shirt. So I picked an easy one. It's called, well, it's labeled easy, I should say. I don't know. We'll see when it's done. I'll let you know if I thought it was easy or not. It's called Top Down Knit Pullover. And it looks like this. And it uses the Karen cotton cakes. And I have to tell you, this is what the one that I picked. It's called Boho Floral. This is some of the nicest yarn that I've ever worked with. Now, I'm not one that goes out and buys the most expensive, most beautiful yarns. You know, maybe someday if somebody would like to sponsor me, or if I get monetized, maybe I'll do a little bit more of that. So I am not a yarn snob. To me, Red Heart for some of the things I'm working on is perfectly fine. So it felt like a treat to me to use these Care-On cotton cakes. They're so soft, squishy, easy to work with, and I really, really like how they feel in the top that I'm making. So I'll show you what I have so far. It's knitting, so it's moving a lot slower than it would if I were crocheting. So here's what I have so far. I've been kind of marking as I was going along. The bottom is still curling even though I put in a different stitch at the bottom. So I think I said this in the last Wearable Wednesday. If it's still curling, I'll probably just do some kind of crochet ridge around it. This is the neckline. So this is actually upside down. It goes like this. So this was where I got the first week that I worked on it. I made it to here the second week, to here the third week, and then I have my stitch marker. It just went backwards. Hold on. I made it all the way up to from here to here this week. So what it does is it does the neckline, and then it increases over the shoulder, and then you pull, not pull some of the stitches, but you hold some of the stitches once it gets to a certain length for the sleeve, and then you just work around all the way to the bottom. So the thing that's tough about this for me is when I'm crocheting, I can kind of try it on as I go and get an idea if I'm actually working it up in the correct size. But since these are on circular needles, I can't put it on and see. I mean, the neckline looks big to me, but I'm not sure. You know, maybe I could kind of compare it kind of like this. You know, it seems like a big neckline. But like I said, I don't really know because I can't try it on. And I don't know if I'm working this up too loose, too tight, or just the right size to be going over my shoulders. Because again, I can't try it on. So I'm just kind of blindly hoping that the pattern is going to make it the correct size. I feel like it's easier to adjust as you're crocheting. If you notice and you're like, oh my gosh, this is turning out way big, you can rip out and do less stitches. Or, oh, this is too tight, you know, you can adjust from there. But with this, I'm not gonna know until probably the end because it's gonna stay on the circular needles all the way till the end. And by then it'll be like, well, it is what it is. I do like how this is working up though. I love the stripes. I love the color. I love the way this yarn feels. So I'm really hoping that it's working up correctly size-wise. So I hope everybody has a great day. Thanks for bearing with me in this video. I'm just kind of getting back into the swing of things. And also a little stressed out about going back to work tomorrow. I don't know if I said that, but today is actually Tuesday that I'm filming it because tomorrow I'm back to work. And then Thursday I'm back to work. And you know, the way that life goes, I shouldn't complain, but I did enjoy the summer being able to create and spend more time with you. So it is life. I hope everybody has a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.